Okay, so, Baby Geniuses. This is a movie. That just belongs in the garbage.
Who designed this dress? Larry, Moe, and Curly? Call me. No, it's Elena's goons.
Call me?
Sheesh. Don't forget, I'm listed.
Don't forget I'm listed?
Merry Christmas, eh, Marty?
These babies just fuck each other? What the fuck?! I know I left that shovel. I know I left it there. If that tape's not there...
Then someone took it.
Someone's fucking with me. That's it. That's the street. We're here.
Hell yeah.
Come on. It's not here, dude. I know I heard it. It's true. Let's get the fuck. Come on. Come on, dude.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Diaper Express, right on time.
Hyper gravy.
Cool. You've seen those kids anyway.
Hyper gravy. Ew. Hyper gravy.
I'm Will McGatt. You may know me as the creator of Zoo Review, also as the host of Review, which we are currently doing. My close friend and collaborator, Kile is missing. I haven't seen or heard from her since shortly after she assisted me in an investigation of some strange events. If you have seen Kile, please contact me. Direct message on Instagram at Will McGatt. This week, we're featuring a movie that everyone is really excited about. It's the latest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain Marvel. Okay, so we'll just jump right into it. If this is your first time watching Review, it's episode 5 that we're doing. So maybe go back and watch the previous episodes, catch yourself up. That's on you. It's not my responsibility to like explain the show every episode.
Critics have spoken. Captain Marvel is an origin story like no other.
Alright. There's one. Origin story like no other. And that's from Meredith B. Kile. So first, we can notice here that there is a slight discrepancy. Here in the trailer, it's an origin story like no other. Over here, an Avenger origin story like no other. See, I think that's kind of an important qualifier. We'll go with that one. We'll go with that because that's a little more specific, and I think that'll we'll get some better data. As far as I can tell, there are 8 actual origin stories for the Avengers. We got Iron Man 1, got the Incredible Hulk, we got Thor, Captain America, First Avenger, and down here we got Guardians of the Galaxy, we got Ant-Man, and we got Doctor Strange, and Black Panther. So basically, the idea is going to be, we're going to chart, whoa, shit. TV just turned off. We're going to chart, you know, the similarities between those 8 Avengers movies, and then we're going to, you know, create a set of criterion that we then will compare to Captain Marvel, and we'll test whether or not it is indeed unlike or like no other Avenger origin story. First step is going to be to collect that initial data, which means that we're going to need to watch all of those 8 movies. And just because these are Disney movies, and they basically have Congress on their payroll, we're gonna play it safe and just use the screening zone out in the living room to watch these copyrighted intellectual properties of the Disney Corporation. Okay. And I've taken the liberty of already getting the movies queued up, so we're ready to go. And I'll see you guys in about 16 hours. All right, here we go. Whew. Yeah, shower. Okay, so looking at the raw data here, let me sort of explain my methodology. As I watched all the origin stories, I kept track of certain tropes. Eliminated all of that reoccurred, the ones that occurred in less than half of the 8 origins, which left us with 4 criteria. Okay, so the first criterion was some kind of heist, where someone steals a relic or an artifact, and that will that happened in 6 out of 8 of the movies. Okay, the next one, the bad guy in the movie has basically the same exact powers as the superhero whose origin story it is. So for example, Black Panther, the bad guy is another guy with a Black Panther. Incredible Hulk, it's another guy who is also an Incredible Hulk, but uglier. Or an Iron Man, it's his business partner who gets another Iron Man suit. That also happened in 6 out of 8. So the third category, or criterion, is the movie begins with a prologue set roughly 20 to 30 years before the main plot of the movie. And that
was 4 out of 8. And then finally, it's the dead. It's that someone dies, but not really, or they make a sacrifice. They make a heroic sacrifice, but it turns out they, like, survived. So, like, you thought they were dead. It's basically a dramatic cop-out. But it happens, also, that one happens in 6 out of 8. So if we add up our numerators, the top numbers from those fractions, we'd have 6 plus 6. Right. 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. 6. And 22 gives us our new denominator, I think. So, okay, we have to divide each of these by
Move the decimal point over
22.
And then they are now percents. So we forget about the zeros and I can make that one into a percent.
Okay, so now we 28, 28, 19, 28, 28, 20, 19, 28, 28, 28, 19, 28, 28, 28, 19, okay, 28 percent line. Okay, so now we're gonna leave just a row or a column of blank squares where we will, this is for Captain Marvel. When we watch Captain Marvel, we will then see which of these things happen, if any, and we'll say check if yes, check yes, and an X for no. And then we'll add up the checks, and add up the percentages corresponding to them, which will then tell us how much similar Captain Marvel is to the Avengers origin stories. So as soon as my hair dries, we will go check out Captain Marvel. Before we get into the data analysis,
You know, this is review, so I don't like to comment.
on the actual movies too much,
But I just did want to say
what's up with the Marvel logo? It's so long.
it's 34 seconds long.
I mean, for comparison, in the first Marvel or cinematic movie, Iron Man, the Marvel logo is 12 seconds long.
I don't see why I would need more than maybe like 2 to 5 seconds, realistically, to read Marvel Studios, you know, on the screen.
So 12 seconds is already a little superfluous. And it's just, I don't get the point of
Showing every character in the series.
who is it for, why is it there, I don't know.
Alright, so now on to data.
Here is our completed table. So, start with artifact heist. We got to check for that. So there was some artifact action. I mean, it wasn't really a heist. I guess they were going to find it, but then the bad guys show up and they have to fight for it. It's close enough to a heist to where I'm going to give them that. So that's a check, and that's 28%. So we'll go ahead and copy that over here. 28%. Okay, so bad guy having the same power. That one we got an X. Captain Marvel had powers. Whoa. What just happened? Did I just lose power?
Alright. Just gonna check the circuit breaker. Just down in the basement here. Man, I can't believe the power went out.
right when we were talking about their powers. Yeah, kind of funny. Kind of funny. Alright. Hopefully we can just flip the thing and the main, switch and... Oh, let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright. Start. Okay. Where's that circuit box? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see what we're... Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. Hold the phone in. What is that? Is that a... Oh, God. Oh my God!
Hey, buddy.
So, little head math there gives us 28%. And so now all we need to do is subtract 100%, 28% of similarity from 100% minus 100 minus 20. Unsimilar, or unlike 80. So, that's 72%, which I think, in our Halloween review, we also got 72%. Woo! Whoa, 72%, which we decided was below C, or maybe a D plus.
Columbia Pictures presents Stuart Little.
And cut.
Hello, my name's Will McGett, and you're watching
Stuart Little, an electrifying motion picture that is destined to become a classic for generations to come. Stuart Little.
I'm gonna give my final rating for this review as a C minus. So thank you, Meredith B. Kile, for a fairly accurate review. It's better than a D. So that's it. That's the review. You thought the show was over? Just because we rolled the end credits? You just got spoofed. We're doing another scene. I tricked you. This is primarily an educational endeavor. It's a social welfare project, because as far as I see it, there's really no one filling the role of watchdog, for the film criticism industry. There's people just out there writing reviews with no accountability, peddling their opinion as some sort of verifiable standard to judge a movie by. As a watchdog, I'm not part of the system. I don't get press passes, early critic screenings, nothing like that. I gotta buy my tickets like the rest of America. And that shit is expensive. It's expensive to go see all these movies. So if you want to support the cause and the social service that I'm providing here, You know, check it out, patreon.com/eatmysmegma. You can give me $1 a month. Not a big deal. Might throw up some perks in there too, you know, deleted scenes, vlogs, but the most important perk is just, will be the clear conscience you feel for pledging your support to a valuable, and some might say essential, cause. Think about it, and make the right choice.